everybody, and welcome back to 3-2 Brew. Today we're going to be going through the second half of our Pre-Fire League 2.02 with Asbury Park, or Bant Cocos. It's named after Greetings from Asbury Park by Bruce Springsteen and the song Speared in the Night. So, been enjoying this deck a lot. It's a ton of fun to play. We are 1-2 currently, hoping to come out 4-2. Even 3-3 I won't be mad about. This is a tempo aggro deck. Primary card is Collected Company. That's how you're going to be able to get your creatures out quickly. You can hold up mana for Spell Queller a lot, or flashing in Rattle Chains or what have you. So it's a ton of fun, this deck. You guys are going to see me play quite poorly, just because I'm not used to it yet, or the format. My previous video, if you watched it, I had quite a bit of hiccup against some decks. You'll see me just not playing optimally. Again, I just don't know what certain cards are. I play on a single screen, so I don't have a dual monitor to look up what they are, how they interact, or whatever. If I wasn't recording, I would be doing that. But I'm going to be probably a little bit less talking through these videos. I'm going to try and stay zeroed in and focused. So let's jump on in. I hope everybody enjoys. On the play here, match number 4. This looks like a keeper to me. Playing against Dead Star. Tested a bit against them. Dead Star's a good guy. Had nothing but positive interactions with him. Fetch me a nice little breeding pool. Play out a Hark. Hopefully get a nice little turn 2 counter. And do a nice tempo play here. Okay. All right. We're playing, I believe, against 8-Rack. Need a land off the top here for this Collected Company. I am going to Thoughtseize here. Or Spell Queller this Thoughtseize. Nothing is left the field on a fetch. Some very cool looking M13 basics here, by the way. Eat up that Thoughtseize. I think next turn we're probably looking at Drogskull Captain, just to put this under lock and key. Yeah, I think tap land here, and we just stay the course of Drogskull Captain. Get in for 4 here. Could have left mana up for Coco, but we'll see how fast they can pick apart my hand. All right, there's a Bob. You don't have to worry about fighting it on any axis. Cavern on Spirit? What do I want to do here? These become 4 and 5? 9? I think we leave up Coco. Just to see what they have going on. Let's see what they reveal off this Bob here. I don't know if going pure double Phantom there. Ooh, Wretchmind. Okay. Supreme Phantom's nice. Alright, this is a card we would like to very much see. Spell Quellered. Didn't hit it, but I did hit Selfless Spirit, which I'm okay with. Okay, ending order. Okay. I'll discard a card, sacrifice Noble Hierarch, and then I'll sack Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, I'll sack Hallowed Fountain. They can retch Mind here, but I have lethal on board, and everybody's hexproofed. So we've kind of tempoed them out here. I think. Could be wrong. There could be a 2-mana sweeper I don't know about. We will take 3 off the Shrieking Affliction. It's a very cool card. Okay. Discard Phantom. Discard Spirit. I sack Cavern. Still lethal in the air. GG's. Okay. I'll take my damages. Alright, hit the sideboard here. We don't have any way to stop that. Let's see. I think Nature's Claim is going to be good against them. As is... Do we think they're going to have a lot of removal or just primarily discard? I'm going to actually slot in some negates, I think. Thalia seems very good, as does Rattle Chains. I don't know if they have any creatures, so I'm going to board like this. I'm going to board as if they don't have creatures. Never played against 8-Rack. Funny enough, I'm actually watching Paul Master, a testing video where he plays Pit Rack, the deck that I own, but I've never actually played IRL. It's been quite interesting to me lately. It'd be interesting to see Pit Rack with like a white splash to get your disenchant effects and stuff like that. Nothing too serious. Maybe like a Tainted Field kind of splash. Alright, I like this. We got ramp. I'm going to keep this. Do I want to ramp though? Go ahead. Have your choice. It's like my entire hand you can take a peek at. Nature's Claims are in. Alright, Deputy. Interesting. Okay. I feel less bad about developing this now. Because I'll be able to play Mausoleum Wanderer plus Noble Hierarch and have Nature's Claim up. We are cooked by a smallpox. Okay, go ahead, see it again. Interesting Inquisition art. Never seen that. Okay, Drog Skull Captain. Second Mausoleum Wanderer. Play Noble Hierarch. I'm going to play Mausoleum Wanderer. Do I want to play a second Mausoleum Wanderer? I don't think so. Just in case they want to deploy into a Nature's Claim, I'm going to hang out here. It's a Mutavault, but that's okay. We fly over that. Snaring Bridge. We need blue-white? Green-white? What do we need? We have blue-white. I think a Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, Hallowed Fountain tap would be nice. Because I'll just drop Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay. I'll get to attack here. And just hang out. If they try to get me to discard, I'll blow up their bridge. Not a big deal to me. Smallpox? Lily. Okay, Lily. Alright, well that's easy. I'll just blow up the bridge. I don't gotta think too hard about that. Okay. I'm gonna fetch the thing here. I'm gonna grab probably just forest. Okay. It's a fantastic rip. Um Yeah, I can bang into Lily here. We'll take care of her. I don't really want to have to deal with her for too much longer. That way, when she has this discard and this upkeep here, or in this first main. Alright. Let me Coco while it's good for me. That's 2 great hits. Okay. Just any order. Okay. 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 Alrighty. We'll lose a life. I'll sack a Noble Hierarch. Then I'm going to sack Basic Forest. Turns into a double Stone Rain for us. I got nothing to sack. Discard. Pretty much everything plays here. Except for that. That doesn't play here, funny enough. Okay. I'm gonna go face, 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 Lily. Coco is dead in my hand right now, sadly. Maybe I should have sacked one of the Mausoleum Wanderers, but not entirely sure that it's worth it. See what they have here. Nothing. All right, GG's. Well, we took them 2-0 first match here against 8 Rack. So, very nice first game here. Going 2-2, so let's hit the 5th match. On the draw here for our 5th match, going up against Kevin Costner. Absolute legend. Huge fan of Kevin. Super nice guy. All my conversations with him. Yeah, really excited to play it. He's been on a deck that has been known as Zombridge or Belobies. Personally, I like Belobies a lot. I believe that was a Paul Master or Ego Song recommendation. So, very, very excited for that. Wow, this is a hand. Wow. I could keep on the strength of a vial, but I don't think I want to. Wow, this is tough as well. Okay. Um, Horizon Canopy it is, I guess. And toss him back Drog Skull Captain. I'm gonna keep this and gamble. So we'll see how this goes. We can cast our Noble Hierarch. And we can, if our Noble Hierarch and we have a mana open becomes a target of a spell, we can path to exile it for a little ramp. But all right, Kevin's down to 5. His deck can operate though. Yep, Faithless Looting just corrects that draw right away. Ooh. Okay. Kevin said I won't love this. Wonder if he's on. Oh no. Oh God. He's killing me. After all the help I gave you with that deck, or recommendations, I should say, Kevin. Oh, all right. This is going to be a difficult win. Kevin recently, though, went on to the playoffs and did pretty good there. Razorverge Thicket is a big one. All right, we're just going to keep it pushing here. Yeah, I do believe Chill should be banned, but that's a discussion for another day. Stomping Ground from Kevin. All right, Prized Amalgam. No green source from Kevin, or black, I should say. Is it Blood Crypt? 3. No, I don't think I will. All right. I'm gonna get in here. Nice little exalted trigger on this. Okay. I think it does come back. I hope he's flooded over there. For Thalia. Okay, for Amalzi. So we're taxing them a bit. They got a Gravecrawler, which they can come back if they get themselves a zombie, which is fine. But they need black for the zombie. He did say he was flooded, so can't mill here. Stinkweed Imp. That's actually exactly what we were hoping he was going to deploy. It is not a zombie. Oh, so close, but yet so far away. I'm just going to path that because I don't want him to be able to dredge. Looking grim for the bad guy. I can never hate Eulobius. Even though I want to, I can never actually hate it. Oh, even worse. Jesus. Oh, I'm so disappointed. This is just straight up dredge. You know what, Kevin? You and I are going to have a discussion after this. I can tell you that much. I can't believe you crossed over to the dark side and still agreed to have a match with me. Conflagrate? Yep, got rid of bridge. 2 for 1. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go Drog Skullcraft in here. Yeah, it really is. There is some cool tech, though. All right, let's just get jamming here. Attack with everyone. Getting in for our 5. They are dead next turn unless they can develop themselves a blocker. Okay, there's a looting. Well, there's always Creeping Chill as well. Can't forget about Creeping Chill. Oh, good lord. Selfless Spirit and Mausoleum Wanderer next turn. Looking real juicy. Another 4 mana. Flashback the looting. That looting's putting some tax on, though. I do like that. Bloodghast has a moment in the sun here. Because that means that they could hit Creeping Chill then. But we're probably going to go Mausoleum Wanderer, Selfless Spirit, and just let's get at it, you know? Dread Return. Here comes back. Bloodghast can't block, though. So, ain't nothing they can do about it. Comes back tapped. This should just be lethal, I believe. Yep, it was. Okay. No blocks from their side. GG's. All right, this is sideboard tech game now. We have relics and we have rests in peace. Stony Silence is not necessary. I will debate a Path to Exile, though. Nah, Path is a little bit too linear, I think. So I'm going to drop Paths now that I know that they're not on Below Beast. And Selfless Spirit's good. Rattle Chains is still good. Spell Queller's still good. Geist of Saint Traft is tough to get through on that bottom end there. And I think it's going to be a... Nah, Thalia's pretty darn good against them. They do hit land drops really well, though. I think on the draw, Thalia's worse. Honestly, Spell Pierce would be pretty good in this deck, I think. I wouldn't hate Spell Pierce over Negate. Negate is a hard counter. That's super true. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep this. I know that we don't have any green for the Noble Hierarch, but we can develop the Rest in Peace here, hopefully. Or we can just Windswept Heath it. Always had it, never punished. Forest, I do want to conserve my life total if possible. Never punished though, grudge on that Windswept Heath. I know I'm supposed to be super serious through this league, but I love playing against Kevin. He's such a good dude. Always super cool whenever I talk to him. Always super helpful. I don't want to, you know, not talk and, you know, be whatever. What's he doing over there? Oh, a little cathartic reunion, huh? Gets himself a nice Dread Return. Yo, Kevin's funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a funny dude. Let me just drop down this Rest in Peace real quick. Get rid of the graveyards. Put Mausoleum Wanderer up for sale. Yeah, that is an issue. For real. No shock on the stomping ground, so the rest in peace is sticking around for at least a little bit. That's true. Yeah, that's super true. I'm not gonna develop Relic here. Black. Whoops. Whoops. White. Drog Skull Captain. That gives the Wanderer. Get in for 4 here. I think I just play a Landon. They can't target my other spirit right now, and it's a 2 power, so it's a very nice. Like if they do have something to disrupt me, I just pop her off. Narcomoeba. Narcomoeba getting the beats in. Blue green 1. Or sorry, just blue green or Supreme Phantom. Gonna get in with both of these. Force a block. Okay. Force them to exile. If they get out of hand, then I'll just kick it. All right, they can get looting here. Gravecrawler's a problem. Or well, GG's to Kevin. We took that 2-0, so very glad that we beat a dredge deck for once. So we are 3-2. Let's hop into our next match here. On the draw of this final match here, we are playing against King Crooks. King Crooks is my buddy Rich, and very excited to get him into this league and a part of it. I'm going to keep, I do know what deck he's playing. I know that because he's borrowing my cards. But I've also taught him how to play, and he's seen this deck and he's played against it. So he knows that Cocoa Spirits is on the way. I'm very excited. We have a great opening hand here. We got a ton of action. He's got a ton of removal in his deck. He is new to MtGO, so if this game's a bit slow, please don't, knock on him too hard for it or nothing. Could see a Thoughtseize here. A ton of options that could be hit. If it is a Thoughtseize, it's going to take Cocoa, which is a bit of a bummer, but is what it is. But yeah, very excited to have Rich as a part of this. Rich is an awesome dude. He's part of the Diabolic Tutors, which you can find down below. Group that we play with out of PA. So very excited. He's a part of our crew, so he's getting a good look, seeing what I got cooking up over here. Interested to see. He should take probably Noble Hierarch, is what I would take if I was him. Just to shut the early Cocoa off. But hopefully we get Thoughtseize bugged and draw another one. Takes a Drog Skull Captain. Probably has a push hanging out then. Which we're okay with. He did go to 6. Oh, well. Got the old Thoughtseize bug anyway. Love to see it. You love to see it. coming turn, we can still Selfless Spirit regardless if we really want to. I don't feel a burning need to take a bunch of shocks against his deck. But if we do get to untap with the Noble Hierarch, strong chance I do that. He is on Jund P-Fire, which is very, very cool deck. Excited to see how he ends up with it throughout this league. He's cooking up something right now, though. Abrupt Decay, maybe? Yep. That's fine with me. We're about to be tap land gaming. Are we, though, actually? Nah, let's put the pedal to the metal. We'll drop down Selfless Spirit. We'll drop down Drog Skull Captain. Doing that so we have Indestructible as an option. If he feels so desired, he could pick off my Selfless Spirit, but I don't see overwhelming upside to him for that. I mean, we got good damage sitting just here. There's the Grove. This new text looks so weird. It's been tripping me up every time I see it. Okay. Another Selfless Spirit. I think I am looking for a shock in here. White, blue, red, green. I'll just sack it for the lulz. Well, they're going to be looking real nice with a P-Fire here. They can buy that back and then pick off my Drog Skull Captain. Ain't a whole lot I can do about it. This deck is very soft to P-Fire, and that's just the way she goes. It's going to be very tough for my deck to fight through that. I was praying it didn't have a Free-Fire or P-Fire, but he does, so. We'll see. We'll see where we get to. I think that Supreme Phantom is going to be pretty nice here, actually. Then we'll have Selfless Spirit as well, but sadly Selfless Spirit gets picked off by the P-Fire, as does Drog Skull Captain. Does not give himself. Shocking in the Blood Crypt. Interesting. Can't remember if his deck has a Bloodbraid Elf or not. Really can't. Thoughtseize. They can take my Coco, which is fine. I'm not near casting it anyway. Yeah, save that mana if you're going to P-Fire. Let me worry about that on my own terms. Okay. This rattle change is actually a huge hit here. That's going to be a Colligan's command. Okay. Discard Selfless Spirit. All right. I'm down with that. I got no qualms. Knows I missed a land drop, so knows I have some action in my hand. They just have P-Fire in their hand. That is interesting. Now they can double P-Fire here, but they can't. They can do the P-Fire action. So yeah, they're on just P-Fire. Interesting. This is a fun part about playing this deck. I don't have to do anything. So I'm going to name Spirit. I'm going to move to attack. Going to hit him with Drog Captain. No blocks. Okay. I'll just keep it pushing. Their shocks are killing them. Loads of fetch shock here. They're going up top. Well, this is the only card in their hand. So what I can do here now is rattle chains in. Give the captain hexproof. Which, in response to all of this, I can then flash in Supreme Phantom. And then boom. Everybody's sitting at a very comfortable number. They're going to have to double P-Fire me. Each P-Fire for them, if he continues to loop it, is only 1 damage. The reason why I waited for him to cast it is because even when he buys it back, that's the thing. Like, he's got targets now, but he also kind of doesn't. Because he's out of range to P-Fire just straight on the Drog Captain. Yeah, that's fine. This is only netting him 1 damage overall each time. Turns it into a 2-mana Lava Dart. Because the Grove gives me a life back. GG's. Alright, Shockland's got to him there. We're playing, so Graveyard does matter. I kind of don't hate Rest in Peace. But I think I'm more in the business of Relic. Jund, I think we're going to want Negate as well, and Kira as well. Aether Vial is solid, but he plays a good clip of Kolaghan's commands. So I'm actually possibly interested in cutting the Vials. Selfless Spirit has a lot of run. Deputy, I believe he plays some bolts. I'm not 100% sure. I can't fully remember. Spell Queller is very good. Mausoleum Wanderer is very good. Nova Hierarch's probably worst. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut some of these. And probably, since this just automatically... Oh, no, Geist can stay. Since Drog Captain automatically dies, I'm going to cut one of them, and I'm going to cut one of these. Bring it in. Leave us the 30 creatures, or 29 creatures for the Coco. And we'll hit this second match on the draw here. All right, got our negate. Ooh, this is a pretty spicy meatball of a hand, actually. Kind of like it. Let's see what they get into here. We have our colors. I don't think he's running a Field of Ruin play pattern. Again, I should know like his deck in and out, but I don't remember it. I didn't look. I'm not trying to get incremental advantage like that against a homie. I just remember that he borrowed a Jund deck. I know that I had pre-fire and such, so we're not going to be able to tempo. Spell Pierce would be really good in this situation. I am debating Spell Pierce over Negate just on the way this runs. I'm just going to put a tapped Hollow Fountain in. If he has a Thoughtseize here, it could be ugly for me. A lot of interaction here. Same to you. I can say the exact same thing to you there, Rich. Did Rich end up? Yeah, he ended up mulliganing again. Okay. No green currently. Wow, Geist of St. Traft is a dirty one. I'm going to play out a Razor Verge Thicket. I really like Geist here. That feels like just a nasty combo. Or a nasty setup, in all honesty. Triple black. Yeah, I like this here. This is a nice little tempo play from us. Good night on the full art negate. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Now I'm going to get to drop this Drog Skull Captain. Or this Geist of Saint Traft. I'm a huge fan of being able to hit the board here. Oh, yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do be like that. Try slamming a Lily against me. I ain't gonna let that fly, you know? So I'm very excited. Okay. They got 4 mana. That cooks hard from 4 mana. Bloodbraid off? Yeah, BBE. Come on, hit something. Thoughtseize. That's a good one. Wow. Great hit. It's a great hit for them right now. I would be really tempted if I were them to take Kira. Just because Kira is so good. But my hand's kind of gassed up right now, in all honesty. Yeah, yeah, they did. Kira is gassed up. No attack. I respect that. Okay. I think it's going to be Supreme Phantom. Missing land there really hurt. I'm not going to hit him with the Geist of Saint Traft. There's not many sack effects in this format outside of Lily that really gets played. So if they push and then force me to sack, then that's a huge punish, but it's also not highly anticipated from me, at least. So no good blocks right now. Shocking that in. So they got 5 mana worth of action there. Okay, Scoos. No reach on that Scoos. This is probably a Lily. Ooh, a Goyf. Okay. Alright, we need to get some exile removal going here. Yeah, attack in, why not? I would. Okay. That is not what I'm looking for at this exact moment. Wow, that's frustrating. Okay. I think we deploy a Drog Skull Captain. And we just ship it here. 4. Goyf lines up good against us still. Getting in for 2. Now we can block a good chunk of their board, but not everything. Next turn, if we hit another land, I might not even Coco. I might just end up deploying Selfless Spirit and Supreme Phantom and just going for the aerial beats. Kira, okay. That's a life for them and a +1/+1 counter, which is great. They can't quite beat through me yet, but if they turn this Tarmogoyf sideways and I hit a land, I'm going to be beaten in. They shrunk their Goyf doing that, though. I'm going to line this up to make the clapback way better. Give me a land off the top here, please. That is not a land. But that is a good chump blocker. Another Phantom. Gonna drop in Malsey as well. And I'm just gonna get the beaten. They can't beat me in combat at this exact moment. Currently a 4. We're hitting for a ton in the air. I have a block on Goyf next turn. That Goyf smack might have been a little too aggressive. All right, take the chump. They can grow to 4, which is good for them. They choose not to. Okay. I'm just going to lay a block using Malsey onto this Goyf here. They have a single card in their hand. Everything but Drogskull Captain has hexproof. They do have Raging Ravine, which is great for them. But I'm just going to put a block down on the Goyf, and then I'm just going to run in everybody else. That's a great card to have. Wow. Inquisition. They got 2 things out of my hand they can hit. But that's a nice hasty threat. I can put Supreme Phantom in front of that. Very nice. They get a hit out of it. Thalia or Selfless? Probably Selfless is what I would take if I was him. I could counter that, but I don't really feel the need to. I'd rather have a blocker. I got him to the rights in the air. All right, GG's. Good match, Rich. Great playing against you. I wish you the best of luck in the rest of the league. 4-2 record. Let's hit the recap. Well, everybody, we ended up taking Bant Spirits to a 4-2 record. Really, really fun deck. Definitely an interesting build, this one. And I definitely have some notes. So I think overall the deck felt good. It's a deck that I feel comfortable with, so I have a bit more confidence playing, to be honest. I personally think that a 1 of Rattle Chains is just too low. I think maybe a drop of a Drogskull Captain wouldn't be the worst thing to have 2 Rattle Chains in. I think casting your stuff at instant speed is not non-zero. And I think it needs a bit more respect. So I like to probably cut maybe a Drogskull Captain for the Rattle Chains or even a Selfless Spirit, but I'm leaning more towards Drogskull Captain with Punishing Fires we saw in that final game against Rich can be pretty devastating against a card like that. So I think 2 Rattle Chains does a bit more work. It is a protection piece when it ETBs, but also it just does a ton of, flash speed interaction stuff you can blow out. It becomes a pump spell if you untap and have a Supreme Phantom and stuff like that. So I really, really enjoy Rattle Chains. Coco felt great, as did Aether Vial. Not a whole ton of hate was seen throughout the league for it. The 21 lands does hurt. I am contemplating going up to 22 and cutting a Noble Hierarch, or 22 and cutting a random card. Not 100% sure yet. Just going to think on it. Sideboard, I think, needs some work. We didn't bring in any of our Stony Silence the entire time, I don't believe. Kira felt fantastic. Contemplating even putting her in the main board. I really, really like Kira. And maybe putting Geist in the side as a slot in, if we're going to not have anyone on the ground to fight with. Don't know if I brought a Knight of Autumn much. I can't really remember, but what I do remember is Negate. Negate was great, but also I think that I want this to possibly be a split between a 1 Negate, 1 Spell Pierce. I think Spell Pierce has a lot more run. I'd even maybe cut one of the Rest in Peace and just have 3 pieces of Graveyard Hate and run like 2 Pierce, 1 Negate maybe, or maybe 1 Negate, 1 Pierce, and then one of that, I forget the final counterspell that this original list had, but it was like equal the number of creatures or something. Not 100% sure, but I really, really do think that there's a bit of work to be done here. I'm not a huge fan of Stony Silence. Haven't seen a ton of need for it yet, so that's probably going to get de-relegated for a little while. But yeah, overall, this is super sick. I don't know if I'm going to make the playoffs. It would be awesome if I did, but I didn't make it the first time when I went 4-2, so I'm not super hopeful. But overall, I love this deck. You're going to be seeing quite a bit more of it in the future. I hope everybody enjoyed. I appreciate everybody who watches, and this has been 3-2 Brew. Till next time, cheers.